he sees a lot of things in me that he can't stop. You know, not only does he see speed, does he see power, but he sees a lot of heart in me. Now I'm the one who has the power. Now I'm the one. Canelo said he doesn't fight. He fights for greatness. He fights for titles. Well, let me go pick up all the titles and let's come back into the table.
In a recent interview, David Benavidez spoke passionately about his hunger to prove himself, saying that he still hasn't been given the full opportunities to showcase his true potential. "I've been here for 11 years, he said. "I know my time will come. I stay motivated because I believe I can be the best." His tone carried conviction, a reminder that nothing can shake his love for boxing or his unbreakable drive to reach greatness.
Just want to tell everybody, if you guys doubt me in anything outside of the boxing, never doubt my character, never doubt my competitiveness. You know, I have the spirit of a warrior, and I'm, you know, extremely excited to show you guys against all the best fighters in the world what I'm really made of, because this is what I'm here for. This is my destiny, and I'm not going to stop.
Benavidez also made it clear that he is completely devoted to his pursuit of greatness, believing that no obstacle can stop him from achieving his ultimate goals. "Everyone knows I'm brave," he said. "I'm determined and willing to fight anyone to earn respect inside the ring, with confidence that never wavers." His words reflected a fighter's mentality, unrelenting, fearless, and fully committed to cementing his name among the world's best.
In David Benavidez's stock, we have a lot of great fights on the table. And you guys know I'm going to take every single one of them. I'm not going to run from anything, because at the end of the day, this is my destiny. If it's my destiny to go through these hard fights and win these world titles, that's what I'm going to do. This is what boxing is about. I'm sick of seeing fighters getting the easiest fights just because they're getting the biggest paychecks. Like, it don't. At the end of the day, it's not even about money. It's about giving the fans of boxing the fights that they deserve. They're paying the money at the end of the day, so let's go to war. Let's do what these people want to see us do, and let's go to war. And
in that same conversation, Benavidez shared that his dream of greatness began long before fame or fortune. From a young age, he had set high goals for himself, goals that still guide his career today. He explained that by working hard and defeating top-tier opponents, he believes he'll one day rise to the very top of the sport. Benavidez added that he prefers to stay focused on training and performance rather than getting lost in pointless talk. "True greatness," he said, "is proven through achievement, not words. For him, the greatest reward will come when the entire boxing world recognizes his effort and applauds his journey."
Man, that's not going to let anything outside the ring, you know, mess with this game. You know, since I was 3 years old, I've had one dream only. That's becoming the greatest boxer of all time, and that's exactly what we're going to accomplish. You know, and yeah, we're almost there, and we're going to keep going until there's nobody left to you know, to say anything.
Headlining the day's biggest story, David Benavidez accused Canelo Alvarez of being afraid to face him. According to Benavidez, Canelo has repeatedly avoided the fight because he knows the threat Benavidez presents. He argued that Canelo struggles against bigger, stronger fighters, pointing to his loss against Dimitri Bivol as evidence. Benavidez added that while Canelo looks dominant against smaller opponents, he hesitates to face someone of his own size and power, fearing the outcome could ruin his legacy.
Him handle my presence he's definitely scared of me. You know, if you have a fighter talking so much trash in front of you, why don't you make an example of him to the world? Beat me in the ring and make a whole lot of money. But Canelo Alvarez, as you can see from every time he fights a guy that's big with power, like Bivol, you know what I mean? And he's not able to suppress these fighters as much as he's able to suppress.
Benavidez went on to say that Canelo might have beaten him years ago, back when he was still developing and inexperienced. But now he believes that time has passed. "I've become an obstacle he can't overcome," David said confidently. He emphasized that Canelo now understands the danger he poses. His strength, skill, and determination make him a nightmare matchup. Benavidez declared that he's ready to prove his worth on the biggest stage and that his record already speaks for itself. His mission now is simple: to dominate every opponent on his path to the top.
To fight with me way back then, because if he had a chance to beat me, it would have been back then. He has no chance of beating me now, especially now. I'm getting all this confidence. You know, I'm stepping into my prime. You know, I'm able to deal with these bigger shows better. You know what I mean? I'm able to thrive in these shows. I'm able to, every time I fight, I'm always winning by a significant amount. You know what I mean? So I'm learning my craft better and better each and every single fight. I'm gaining more confidence every single fight, and like I said, I really want to go in there and hurt people. I'm not a boxer. I'm a warrior, and I go.
When asked about Canelo's recent defeat to Terence Crawford, Benavidez showed complete respect. He called Crawford the greatest boxer of this era, praising his flawless performance and unmatched technique. Benavidez admired how Crawford handled the weight jump, saying, "He moved up 3 divisions and still dominated one of the best fighters of this generation." For Benavidez, Crawford's victory wasn't just about skill. It was about courage, adaptability, and the will to defy expectations. It was, in his words, a masterclass that only true champions could deliver.
I'd like to get your thoughts on Crawford's performance against Canelo, because he beat you to it. What do you think about how Crawford did?
First of all, I just want to give Terence Crawford a great congratulations. You know, he's reached a part in history that only so many fighters get to even accomplish in boxing. You know, he's one of the greatest.
Meanwhile, veteran trainer Ronnie Shields weighed in, urging Benavidez to stop chasing the Canelo fight altogether. Shields believes Canelo should now consider retiring. He called the Mexican star's career extraordinary, filled with historic moments and unmatched achievements. He has nothing left to prove, Shields said, suggesting that it would be wiser for Canelo to walk away now rather than risk another painful defeat at the end of his career.
Over. No, and right now, I don't feel he should fight him. Look, he had one of the best careers any fighter could ever have. He's done everything he set out to do. What's next? To prove what? He has nothing to prove. He's already proved everything. And I think right now, the door is closed. He should shut it himself and say, you know what? I've had a great career. That's enough is enough.
So Benavidez fight doesn't catch your attention at this moment?
Interestingly, Ronnie Shields had predicted before the fight that Crawford would beat Canelo. After the bout, he broke down exactly why. Shields said that Crawford's speed and ring IQ were simply too much for Canelo to handle. He highlighted how Crawford's unique stance and adaptability exposed Canelo's weaknesses. Shields praised Crawford's strategy and composure, calling the fight a masterclass in boxing intelligence and precision.
But by unanimous decision, we got that. And I just thought Crawford was too fast for Canelo. Too many combinations. Canelo doesn't jab anymore. He looks for one shot now. You know, I mean, the end is there for Canelo. And I just think that Crawford was too fast for him, you know, especially in the southpaw position. We all know Canelo have problems with the southpaw. So, you know, and that's why I picked Crawford. I just thought Crawford could be.
As the retirement debate grew louder, promoter Oscar De La Hoya stepped in with a different perspective. He said Canelo alone should decide his next move. If he feels ready to retire, he should, De La Hoya said. But if he stays, he must be smart about his opponent choices. Reflecting on the loss to Crawford, Oscar admitted Crawford was simply too strong and too sharp. He proved once again that his ability to read styles and adapt is unmatched.
Older than Canelo, so we can't use the excuse that he's older, right? We can't use the excuse that, oh, well, you know, he moved around too much. Well, it's your job to figure him out, right? Just like Chavez would figure out a fighter, just like I would figure out a fighter, just like any real great fighter can figure styles out. That's your job. I think Crawford did a tremendous job. Kudos to him. Sky's the limit for Crawford. And I really don't know where Canelo goes.